today. Give you a little bit of time. Oh my God. We're going to have our toast and talk today. Don't got a lot of time. Got somewhere to be. I've been laid up for like the last 24 hours. I slept until about 3 o'clock yesterday. Came in the house, wasn't feeling well. I said, damn, I went and lay down. Let's do this and get started. Wow, send that out. Alright. So every now and then, like I said, you can't always, for some reason I'm not getting no sound on my speaker. What's going on here? Can't have speaker out the mix. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. Hold on. Whole damn tablet shut down. So speaker, I have to apologize. I gotta go and boot you back up. So, give me a second for that. But first off, I want to welcome you to the Congregation of the Mighty, where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Good God Almighty. Everything is acting. Oh, you're going to try to come in 3 times when you know you was wrong. This is a Heart of a Simba production. And of course, this is the Daily Toast. Oh, everything is acting up. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I don't know what's going on with my speaker. We're going to have to get speaker back up online. Let's go on. Hold on. Let's see if anybody joined us yet before I get into my song. Oh, there's an error on. Man, even Uber conference acting up on me. What's going on? I think I'm being... This shit is tripping on me. What's going on? Alright, let's see. Check 1, check 2. Alright. Let me go and put speaker on before we start our song. I just need to type in just a little bit of information, so bear with me if you will. Check 1, check 2. Alright. Daily dose. Sorry about the delay. But there's no way I could test whether it's ready or not. Toast. Kuumba. I think I said 1U. Kuumba. What is it? 4, 6, 1, 9, 3. And with that, we go live. Check 1, check 2, check 3. All right, we back up on speaker. So, how you doing, Miss Dion? Shouts out to everybody out there. But let's get it. It's time to get it. Speaker, you fell off, so hopefully somebody is picking it back up. But here we go. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Fam, take your breath. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, then drink. Now grab your glass for that water. Get your bottle of little water. Twist the cap off your water. Lift it for your water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, live for then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Now move your body and drink some water. Stretch. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Now raise your glass to your ancestors. Now lift your glass up to your ancestors. Now raise your glass to your ancestors. Fam, just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Now let's walk through it. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move. Breathe, live, move, toast. Take a breath. Live, pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Drink it up with me. I was able to kill it this morning, family. Thank you. All right, hopefully y'all was drinking y'all water with me. Water is an important element of staying healthy. Now, yesterday I don't know what happened. I just came in the house and I was like, shit. I was just out of it. I was just tired. I threw up a little bit. I just laid down. I went to sleep. I feel a little bit better right now. But like I said, I try to stay busy. But, just the thought of some of the stuff that I had to do was just a little bit too much for me yesterday. It's like, boom, I got to get everybody ready. Shit, I was like, man, let me go. I'm sick. I'm not feeling well. So I just laid it down. Every now and then we got to lay it down. Shouts out to Miss Navita Nelson. Thank you for joining us on this early morning. Brother Kwame, let me know what's going on with him. And if he out there, I want to send some shouts out to him. Shouts out to all the Daily Toasters. And we're going to get the toast out the way. So if there's anything anybody want to talk about, because there's a lot been going on. We haven't had our evening shows this last week because of, I guess, of this thing been creeping up on me. You know what I'm saying? Be like, shit, I've been tired. And so please bear with me. All right, so we're going to go and toast our ancestors. So I went downstairs and I got my supply of that ambrosia, that batch that was sitting, letting the SCOBY get healthy, taking his time. this won't be the one that I'll be using for the next market. So we're going to start working on that one soon so that I can have, because people's like, man, you need smaller bottles. This is kind of high priced here, brother. What you trying to do, brother? You know what I'm saying? Because I only had the gallons. People got to understand the gallons are the cheapest way to go. You know, because the gallons don't take a lot of work. When I start going to the smaller bottles, those take a lot more work. That's why I have to charge a premium on those. But the gallon, boom. Now I will say this: the ones in the smaller bottles, right? The carbonation is a lot greater. You get a whole different experience from the smaller bottles. But with that, like for example, I have to age that properly, because if I'd have did with this batch, if I'd have made those bottles, all those bottles, those that were not drunken by now, would have exploded. So I got to make sure that I have enough time of this ambrosia breathing, because it continuously is fermenting, which means it's letting off the carbon dioxide. It's letting out that gas, right? And the gas got to have some place to go. And if there's a sealed top on it, that's like selling you a hand grenade. So I have to make sure that I age it so that it can sit in the bottles. Because I got 2 bottles left, 2 celebratory bottles left that I will boast open on special occasions, right? That because I aged them right, they're able to sit. They've been sitting upstairs since I started, which is about 3 years. And I can't wait to bust one of those open, because it's going, oh man, I got to have a special occasion come up soon. All right. As you see, I got a little bit more today, because this is that young ambrosia fresh out. So we're going to toast our ancestors, and then, like I said, the lines will be open so that we can have some discussion. Whether y'all want to talk about the folk tales or the proverbs that we missed, or some of the stuff that's going on, because there's a lot of stuff going on in our community or in our nation right now. Some stuff going on with the tribe as well. We got some announcements coming up, but we just gotta solidify a few more things, right? So we lift up our glass first to the Creator, by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that Creator, and we say, Ashe. From there, finally, we get to the reason that we are here. We grab our list of our ancestors, and we pull it out, and we start our readings. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herm Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gatson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallard, Montague Pittman L, Noma X, Pet Ram, Lika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, and Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ryan Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Marks, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, and the Luxor Brothers, Miss Edith Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley, Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Jonathan Foster, Charles Jordan, Kill Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Flanagan, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Anna Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Said Well, Evita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keith Charisse, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Major Orange, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Lavina Hall, Freeman Banks, Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey and Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russellin Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Putter, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Alice Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Didamon Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterberry, Wilson Hadley, Alma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbert Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pena Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Blair Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, Uncle Buki, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irving, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Torre, Greg G2 Gibson, Donnell, Richard Gleavers, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie, Harry Tubman Kate, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Roy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manning Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Frances, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Lee Work Hugh Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Ullerton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, JaVale McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Chekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cofer, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westinia Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKerrow, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacy Trice, Denisa Gore, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khaled Isin, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Albert Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant. Oh, I got to change that list. Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols. We lift up our glass to all of our ancestors and we say Ashe. From our ancestors, we move to the present moment. And in this moment we form a pact with our ancestors as well as with our future. We are the stepping stone in between. You know what I'm saying? We keep the memories of our ancestors alive. We keep that energy moving, and we pledge to keep it and build upon it so that our children will have a firm foundation to stand upon. So we lift up our glass to this present moment. Today we are in Kuumba, and I say great Kuumba to all those that's listening. Shouts out. We lift up our glass and Kuumba for those that don't speak activity. The myotic principle today is order. The color is orange. Cause and effect is the hermetic law of the day. Male name is Kwame. Kwame is your day. Kwame is your day. Shouts out to the Kwames. Female is Alma's day. How you doing, Alma? Nice to meet any new Almas out there. We lift up our glass and we salute each and every last one of you. We lift up our glass and we salute this moment and we say Ashe. From here we move on to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We lift up our glass and we salute those future generations in advance so that they will remember to salute us as we salute our ancestors and as we lay the firm foundation for them to build upon. And we say Ashe. From there, we move to all of our relations. We toast all of our relations and we say Ashe. I can't wait to sip on this, right? All right. From there, family, this is that personal libation, that selfish libation. Take one for yourself. What is it that you need right now to be the greatest in this moment that you possibly can be, so that you can keep your pact with those in your bloodline, right? Keep your pact with your ancestors. Keep your pact with the future generation. What is it that you need? We toast and we say Ashe. Family, from there, where do we go? Checking my timeline, seeing what's going on. All right. Uh-oh, Brother Quasi here, but I don't see him on my other. That's crazy. So he'll show up on one timeline, but he won't show up on another. Let me refresh this timeline. Let's see. Something's not right. All right. So from there, we move and I toast the greatest, most inspirational, uplifting, powerful being in the room right now. You know who that is? That's you. Lift up my glass to you. I salute you. And we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. My fault. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, let's go and sip on this ambrosia a minute. Make sure that the lines are open. Give y'all a second. If y'all want to call in, we can discuss what it is that's on your mind. If you don't have nothing pertinent to talk about, that's cool, because I got to get ready to get up out of here. You know, the journey never stops. I'm going to try to get up and move a little bit, because I'm feeling kind of stiff over here. It's like I've gotten a fight or something. But hey, it's cool. Hey. Oh, goddamn. Oh, Lord have mercy. That ambrosia. Nothing like that new ambrosia. Oh my God.
You are the first participant on this Uber conference.
So we have a lines open.
For the others to join.
A branding opening. Uh-oh. I gotta look and see what that's from. All right. All right, family, lines are open. It's up to you. I go down the timeline for a couple of minutes. See what we've been posting. I didn't post nothing all day except for the show. I haven't been out, like I said, I haven't really been in the house. I mean, I've been in the house, but I've been more in the bed. I literally laid back down and went to sleep and didn't get up till about 3:30. Like, damn. Then I went back to bed, went back to sleep. Had to check on stuff, you know. So, well, there ain't a lot being posted up on the timeline except for the shows. The newsletter is, I'm still working on it. I'm planning to finish that tonight because I'm feeling better. So I'm planning to sit down and finish it tonight. If you want to get articles in, you still could get articles in. You could hit me up, those that don't. Well, I mean, everybody that's supposed to be posting up something should already know. Ohio lawmakers passed a 10.5 cent gas tax hike, and it also eliminates the rule that you need to have a front license plate. Thank God. I'll drink to that. I won't drink to that 10.5 cent tax increase. That means that's $1. That's like $1.50. That's $1.50 for every 10 gallons. All right, but they got to fix the road somehow. But the reason I posted that is that when people start talking about, well, how the country supposed to get money to pay reparations? Y'all, you messing up the country. You're messing up a country. Where we supposed to get the money? Gas hike, motherfucker. That's where you get it from, right? You know what I'm saying? You get, you want to fix the roads. You raise the taxes. You know what I'm saying? Add tax to gum. I don't give a shit. Add tax to cigarettes. Do you know what I'm saying? When there's a will, there's a way. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have the will to do something for you. When it comes to black folks, get over it. It's okay. Everybody else, oh, how can we help you? Come on now. We can't fall for that shit no more. Another thing I posted up, Chinese are getting away with murder in Africa. After they get done, there will be nothing left. Fight for Africa's fish. So, there's a whole BBC article on, I think it's in Senegal. I'm not going to pull it up. Where, it got nice videos and pictures of the Chinese taking advantage of their fishing, the fishing going on off the coast of Africa. Putting a lot of those private fishermen out of business. A lot of African people who live off of fish, you know what I'm saying? That's a major part of their protein. The Chinese is coming in with hundreds and maybe thousands of ships and stealing, basically coming into their waters and stealing the fish. Right? You know what I'm saying? And people talk about China, not only are they buying out Africa, but they're putting Africa back into a second form of slavery. You know what I'm saying? They're going to take everything out of it that they possibly can and come in and exploit everything that's going on around towards their benefit, which you can't really be mad at them for doing it, but we as black folks got to be mad about it because they're doing it on our backs. Once again, we got people taking advantage. And, so at some point in time, family, we're going to have to handle business globally, right? First, right now, we're going to take care of what's going on here. But we got to understand that all over this world, black people all over this world are being played. So we're going to shut it down. Once we shut it down in America, it's going to give us the ability to start shutting this shit down globally. But I don't see why people don't understand that. Sister Kim states, she said, yes, my student went to Gambia for spring break last week. She said that the beaches were clean and nice, but they smelled horrible due to the Chinese fish meal factories all around the beach. Who and why would you allow a foreign entity to build fish factories on your beach? This is what the beaches are what attract tourists. But yet the Chinese come in and they don't care about beach business. They don't care about the people that's living around it. They just care about their money. We got to understand that, family. So let's go. Last survivor of U.S. slave identity. They found the last survivor. Once again, that's another piece to help build on this, because they lived up to 1937. Y'all hear me? The last person to be brought on a slave ship lived all the way to 1937. Those of you that's over 50, what year was your grandparents born in? That was the last survivor of the slave ship. Let's see if there's any chatting going on. Nothing going on. All right, so I guess y'all don't want to talk this morning. If there's anything else on the timeline. All right. None. All right. Well, I ain't got no more news for you. Oh, shouts out to Brother Quasi. He posted up. He owed some push-ups because we was talking, and he's on today, and he got down on camera in front of our whole tribe and started push-ups. I know people didn't understand what was going on, but I appreciate that. That's some real warrior shit right there, right? So that's a rule that applies to all in Gye-Nyame, right? All right, family. I ain't getting no chat back. So what I'm going to do, song, and then if there's nobody on this commercial, Spreaker want to act a fool this morning.
I am a Gye-Nyame man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent sinner. I pledge to find and connect with my sinner. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Gye-Nyame warrior and to assist all those seeking the path of success. I pledge all these things to all my relations and to my higher power. I am Gye-Nyame. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is the Gye-Nyame pledge that is said by all of our true members at least once a day. Peace and welcome to our YouTube channel. Check out our videos and podcasts. Subscribe as well as join the journey. Push past your self-imposed limitations within the Gye-Nyame journey. Peace.
Let's receive Brother Minister Nuri Muhammad with a warm round of applause. All praise is due to Allah.
Shouts out to Shekel Mac.
Assalamu alaikum.
The maniac.
In the name of Allah,
Brother
the
Oskeen.
merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is indeed his messenger. I'd like to greet my brothers and my sisters in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum. How's everybody today? All praises are due to Allah. I'm doing well myself, striving in Allah's name to make my word my bond. Thanking Allah to be able to celebrate a Savior's Day. To actually have met a Lord and a Redeemer for the black man and woman in the whole world if they only but understood. And I'm talking about the greatest black man that has ever lived other than God himself. the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. All praise is due to Allah for the most honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yeah, Columbus most dangerous up in here for the year 2014. Yeah, Grime Life Entertainment. It's got you calling on your Jesus. Stomach full of pork chops. Wake up out of your sleep, it's getting deep. It's time I wreck shop. The enemy keep these scripture from the scripture. Blood your enemy scripture. You crazy, got you straight. You see the picture, vision it clearly. Maybe too near me not to hear me. Chastisement divinely coming from Allah so severely. Rain, snow, hell, and earthquakes. The world will shake. Let's watch these white devils fall. Death is your fate. Vanilla killer, cause it's judgment day. Ain't no escape, ain't running high. It's about time you pay for slavery. Look what you did to me and other black people. Made us to live inferior. Treat us like we ain't equal. Tricked us with Christianity. Taught us about a trinity. Plans to lead us to hell. Blind with no unity. If you and me wanna break these chains, united we stand tall. Let's go, you hear Elijah's final call. We must follow his teachings. Let's make it through Judgment Day. Black woman, black man, unite. White folk gon' pay for the way she did her. Black slaves sent the Lord in a rage. Look, read the front page. A lot of devils filling up the graves. Vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away. No, vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away.
See what's wrong with the way we living? Crazy spending and fornicating with crazy women. It's crazy ignorant. You programmed and make me ignorant. Just sit down, have a seat, homie, and pay attention. BET wants you to see the cars, clothes, and bling. That's what they show you to program you just to want these things. To make it worse, they even show you how to go and get it. Get you a pot and some water, jump on the stove and whip it. Guess you don't understand the reason why you wearing chains. Cause you still enslaved, it's different, yet it's still the same. They blowing up our buildings, they poisoning our food. They poisoning our mind, we sick and we ain't got the flu. But you don't got a clue, cause you addicted to Jerry Springer and Dr. Who and whatever they got for you. We killing each other thinking it's what we gotta do. The end is near and it's coming soon. We follow those teachings, let's make it through Judgment Day. Black woman, black man, unite. White folk gon' pay for the way she did her. Black slaves sent the Lord in a rage. Look, read the front page. A lot of devils filling up the graves. Vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away. No, vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away. We in these last days, they still don't wanna give us reparations, and they still don't wanna offer us the land to build the black nation, so we can show that we started civilization, the first created on earth. Take it for what it's worth. This is God's work. He given, he taken. We're his devour. The real hurts, there's power, repent, or else it gets worse. Hearts will burst. You even got the nerve to want to integrate. Who does that? Sleep with the enemy. That's a fool's fate. Take heed to the lessons taught by Elijah Muhammad. Drop your Christian faith, accept Allah. Become Islamic, believe in his prophets. Believe in the oneness of the Almighty. He's present, the thirst of wicked and slimy. White man, he grimy. Your time's up. You try 6,000 years, no more luck. You can't duck. The disaster was struck. Y'all should give up. So keep your false preaching. Save us all from the grip of final call. Listen, Muhammad speaks. We must follow his teachings. Let's make it through Judgment Day. Black woman, black man, unite. White folk gon' pay for the way she did her. Black slaves sent the Lord in a rage. Look, read the front page. A lot of devils filling up the graves. Vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away. No, vanilla killer, it's the Judgment Day. Ain't no hiding, ain't no running, ain't no getting away.
All right, family, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Hope all minds are clear. There's nobody calling on the line, so I won't hold up. But I have to announce, when a brother goes sick, other people try to get on this platform. I see Gina G put up a show last night. I had no idea about it. I mean, she got a picture up and everything. I'm like, what in the hell? Gina G Project. Look at this. I'm just bugging out. I didn't know Gina G, you know, she got her own show. I'm episode 1307, Gina G. Where we at? Yeah, we go. Gina G, episode 174. She did it on Give Yourself Permission, on my Give Yourself Permission line. I tried to listen to it. I don't know what's going on. I guess she ain't have a good mic. But, you know, when you find kids that, you know, when you find your kids and they doing stuff, you know, this ain't really hurting nothing. And she actually, I mean, she put up the title. I'm just like, yo. And I don't know what she was talking about. I'm thinking I should be concerned, but I'm like, well, damn. I'm thinking like Joe Jackson right now. I'm about to go work her ass up and sit her down in front. You better do a show. Better be good. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe did when he found out Jackie or whoever it was playing his instruments. Like, you better be good at it. Put her on here and get her to do a damn show. See what's going on, you know? But when you find children and they got these little things that they sneaking around to do, you need to find out how really good they are. So we about to find out how good Gina G is. She lucky I gotta go somewhere. I sure will be trying to see what's her skill level of doing the show. Set her up on the mic and all that. Let's see what you got. You know, it was only on Spreaker, and I'm trying to figure out how she got on my Spreaker. I know how she got on. All right, so I need to go and take some precautions. Also, maybe tomorrow we get a little bit into the discussion of, you know, everybody's talking about the brother Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can hit a little bit on that. Lady J said that she wanted to talk about the movie Us, so I want to have her on and do that because I really didn't see Us. I'm not a fan of horror movies. She says not a horror movie. I'll stick to comic book movies and shit like that. I'm not, you know, into funny houses and mirrors and shit like that. That's not my forte. I'm not really into that. But like I said, we got a whole bunch of things, and then also we got what's up, Chris? Oh shit! Sorry, bro. Hey, I seen the post. Listen, yeah, we gotta talk about that. All right. But yeah, thank you for keeping me in mind, and it's good. You know, it's good to know that my family still love me. I never had no doubt about that. But you know, but hey, I hope everything is going good. Are you? I'm understanding you back in Chicago now. This is brother Chris. Like Chris has the rare. It's a rare honor to not only he came through Simba, but now he's in the Simba leadership. So he's one of the generation that started as a young man as a Simba, moved all the way through the years of being a Simba to being a nation builder, and now he's like a head nation builder. Yes sir, we will. It's dope. And you know, it's dope when you got young people like that, man. You can see them come up and it's a beautiful thing. But all right, family, check this out. I'm about to get up. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Because obviously y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. So on this early Kuumba morning, Brother Hatim is out. And y'all have a beautiful and a peaceful day. We started off the days with the libations, so your day should go good. Now remember, activate your reticular formation, family. We are looking for Kuumba in our community, in our organizations, in our families, and in our tribes. We have to start programming ourselves to start looking for the principles or looking for what it is we want in the world. One of the things that we all can agree on is that these principles and Gusasab principles are used all over the world. So we know that these principles are good. So let's start looking a little bit for them. Let's start hunting for creativity. I ain't just talking about no basketball, no rapping, and no, you know, poetry and all that's beautiful. But there's other creative things going on in our community that we could take a picture of and we could share it on our timeline as well as on the timeline for Gye-Nyame Journey. Let's report about it. You know what I'm saying? All of us with these devices, we all become reporters. A reporter is nobody but somebody that reports. Every time you post something up on your timeline, you are reporting. So I'm saying, listen, report, find a story about some creativity, some unusual creativity, in some spots or in some areas in your life that you never thought that you could apply the term creativity to. All right. So, family, this is Gye-Nyame Journey. I want to thank you for joining us in the congregation of the mighty. This is the place where your hustle build muscle, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. You was on it this time, anime. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, this is a Heart of a Simba production. And of course, we just did another Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I'm out.